Okay, you guys, full disclosure, our YouTube video is going to be a little bit dark. However, what's very, very interesting is that in the extended, actually, we took the darkness and like alchemist, we have, we have reached the light, and there was some very, very interesting things that we discussed in the extended. A lot of healing energy was there. So if you're resonating with YouTube, even if it's dark and you feel like maybe it's too dark, don't be afraid to go into the extended, because we will turn on the light in the extended. It's actually quite beautiful how it ended up being some of this more, heavy energy that was transmuted into something so positive and so beautiful. So highly recommend to go into the extended if you're going to be resonating with the YouTube. I love you all, guys. Thank you so much, and see you on YouTube. The other way, and you're like, why do I have to go the other way? I want to stay here. I can balance this out. I can make this work. With Wizard of Awareness, there was something with your own awareness that you chose not to see, because you were like, well, no, it's almost like the storm is coming. Somebody's telling you the storm is coming, the storm is coming. This is not the right direction. And you're like, no, I can make this work. And even though you took the road that's not ideal, because I feel like with this person, you got stuck, if I'm completely honest, there a little too long. It still leads you, look at this, it still leads you to where you need to go with this encouragement card. To Golden Palace, exactly, to the place where you're supposed to go. Something you were supposed to learn. But I feel like, again, for some of you, maybe you stayed in the situation longer. Maybe there was a different way how things could have turned out, but they were never your final destination. They were just supposed to lead you. Look at this, they were supposed to lead you to that soulmate, but they were never that soulmate. Hello Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another tarot after dark. I really just felt like doing it, so the messages might not be for everybody. There's a lot of videos on this channel, so make sure you understand that. If you don't, we don't have the burning skull today, but the skull is here nevertheless. Maybe we should have it here. The candle is not burning. I need to replace the candle. But anyway, for those who are new, Tarot After Dark is something that I post occasionally. I usually record it at night. The energy is a little bit different, sometimes a little bit darker. If you're a Scorpio, always scared of darker. Yeah, I'm not certain if you're a Scorpio. You might be a Libra and you don't even know it. Jokes aside, yes, we're going to take a look. There were a few messages that were coming through before I started. One of them had to do something like you dodged a bullet, so something like that. Another one was that you were protected from something that wasn't good for you, so there was some kind of protection, some kind of divine redirection. There were a few more, but I actually want to start taking the cards, to see what's going to come out. I don't know what I'm going to be posting this. If there is anything from the sale still available in my shop, it's going to be there. There are some readings I believe are still left before we take a break. If you need a personal reading, you know where to go. It's going to be in the description box. Etsy shop is the only place to book personal readings. And by the way, today we're going to be using a new deck that I just got. Wow, the message is already coming through. This is Tarot of the Haunted House. So let's see what's going to be coming through for my Scorpios. Okay. Okay, let me take a few more cards. This is the first time I'm using this oracle. Okay, so I am getting that there was some kind of third-party situation where there was a person who might have betrayed you, and this was the message that also just posted in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. However, it's interesting, Cancerian is here. Cancerian could have been involved here. Five of Pentacles energy. I am getting, though, that you were protected from something that could have potentially been so much worse. So for some of you, maybe you met a person, but they never told you, like they were already involved. Or maybe they had somebody on the side. I am getting definitely here, third-party situation could be, because here is two people and third person is watching. And I'm getting that with the Two of Pentacles card, for a lot of you, you had certain... I'm getting like your own intuition was telling you that this person is no good, this person is a liar, this person has a lot of secrets. But I do feel like for a lot of you, even if it was very short-lived, the feeling was very genuine, that you felt to them. And when sometimes you feel something, this is where you, unfortunately, for most signs, but for Scorpios especially, you get a little bit, you get a little bit, you confuse yourself, I feel like. You mislead yourself. And some of you wonder, right? Why is for Scorpios sometimes the most intuitive sign, right? The most deep, the most mysterious, the most powerful even. Why, when it comes to their love life, it almost like it doesn't seem so, right? And there's astrological explanation, you know. If you know, Venus rules both your 7th house of relationships and partnerships and also 12th house of behind the scenes activities, your any kind of subconscious hang-ups, any kind of limiting beliefs, any kind of subconscious traumas, even secrets, any kind of, even it could be family's past karma, it could be some kind of lineage's past karma, things that are not even yours. So for Scorpios especially, more so than even any other sign, it is extremely recommended that you heal your subconscious, any kind of limiting beliefs that have to do with relationships, maybe even go deeper, see and try to see if there's been any kind of family patterns, because for you, again, Libra is your 12th house, Taurus is your 7th, both are Venus ruled signs. 7th house is about relationships, and another Venusian sign is in your 12th house. So I don't want to get too much into astrology here, but basically this is why. Another thing is what is in your 5th house of romance and dating. Pisces. Pisces in general sometimes makes you a little bit almost like blinded by your feelings, idealizing a partner. I talked about this before in previous videos, but just want to repeat it again for people who maybe haven't seen them. With 5th house in Pisces, you could sometimes over-idealize a person before you even know them. And especially given that Neptune's been in your 5th house since 2011, 2012, you might have been a lot more, even more susceptible to maybe people who are not the best for you, because you really crave that romantic, deep, beautiful love. Now, when Saturn, I think, entered Pisces last year, last spring, now it's going retrograde, I think you started becoming much more discerning because you had no choice. And I do feel like there's been a situation where there's been an ending. And for some of you, what you don't see, I feel like maybe on a logical level, you understand, but not fully, so that something that was ended, something that didn't work out, was the biggest blessing of your life. Because this person, whoever they were, they lied to so many people. It's not even funny. Like, this is something they just do. They are not brave and not strong enough to tell the truth, to truly be the person they can be. For a lot of you, you fell in love with potential here. And what they do is they just lie. And they, in a way, kind of like, you know, they feed their ego. It could be a narcissist, very much, because I'm seeing an image of a vampire. This is the person who, in a way, gets validation through any kind of conquests. They could be a public person as well. They get validation from if people, you know, are telling them how good they are at whatever it is they do. And for a lot of you, what you don't understand, I think, that this has been a blessing. That maybe for a lot of you, the relationship didn't even start, or for some of you, it ended soon enough, you know, before more damage could be done to you. Because this person only cares about themselves. Let me see a little bit more. And what they can get. We have here, this is Strength. We also have here, this is the Chariot. So something might have happened in July, August, or this July and August are very important. It's almost like you were going, I'm seeing here with the Strength card, when you met them, you were actually gathering your strength. Somebody could have eyes of 2 different colors, maybe. Just for some of you, obviously not all of you have here bipolar, not bipolar, what do you call it? But I forgot the name of there's a name actually scientific for when you have different eye color. But I feel like you were gathering your strength, you were feeling very confident about yourself when you, so to say, embarked on this journey. And you were like, well, I'm not scared of anything, I can make whatever I want happen. But you didn't even know how you've gotten entangled in some potentially very difficult and maybe even dangerous situation with the 8 of Swords. Let me see what else. We have here, look at this. I just said I'm seeing a vampire image, a narcissist. And look at this. You literally have here bats. So for some of you, this person has predatory qualities. I want to say they are someone who wears a lot of masks. They could feel that you are somebody who is very, I want to say the word gullible. I forgot what gullible means, but I think gullible is very appropriate here. So I cannot Google right now, but I think gullible, yeah. You're very gullible. You're easily maybe you're impressionable. Not to say that you're easily impressed. That's a different thing. You're gullible, and they, with their predatory instinct, could really feel what your weak spot is. Let me see what else. And we have here with the 8 of Cups. I feel like there were signs early enough for you to see that there was something wrong here. Before this happened, before you got trapped in some kind of situation, there were signs. So maybe before you even started dating them, before you started these relationships, there were signs. There were signs early enough. For whatever reason, we don't know why, you decided to ignore some of the signs. Let me see what else. And for some of you, it's not too late to walk away from this, is what they're saying. Now, with the High Priestess, it's interesting because I do think intuitively you understood so much. And it's almost like it's very strange. How did you go into this situation? I feel like, okay, for some of you, you intuitively understood something about this person. So maybe this person was in a different relationship. Maybe this person was single and just toxic bachelor, sleeping, dating around. It could be all kind of different situations. And I feel like with the High Priestess energy, with your own intuition, you did see something about them, like a potential maybe that they could change. Maybe if they were in a relationship, you could see that they're not happy in this relationship. This is not truly a fulfilling relationship. If they were single and just sort of like sleeping around or whatever, you could see that, again, this is not fulfilling to them, that they are meant for something so much more. So in a way, your intuition was not wrong about this. Now, with the 5 of Pentacles, I do feel like it's like you don't even know what's gotten into you when you went in this direction, because with the Hierophant here, this is like the Exorcist card. It's almost felt like you were under some kind of dark spell. And you know, it was interesting with the Star card, for some of you, you were confused. You felt like maybe this is the answered prayer. Maybe this is the answered prayer. And I don't know why. I know this is a rhinoceros, right? For whatever reason, something that's coming to my mind, it's like this person likes to play games. And there is some kind of quote. Actually, my friend was just talking to me this morning about something about playing in the mud with pigs. Why do you need to do it? Because you will get dirty, but the pig likes it. Something like this. I forgot how exactly that quote goes. But for some of you, you maybe were hoping to change this person. You were hoping you could change them. You were hoping that they could change. And this person, maybe, I'm seeing Taurus and Leo here, this person was showing signs that they, basically that they can change. And you, I think, Scorpio here, your kind of own not wrongdoing, I don't know what the word to say here, with the Death card, you really felt like you don't know how, but you got entangled very deeply in the situation, in whatever it is, like some kind of junk. I feel like this person might be, again, they might be just somebody who has toxic pattern of not committing, or maybe they are in some kind of very, very karmic marriage, very toxic relationship. I don't know what exactly this person's deal is. I see a few different situations potentially for those of you guys who are resonating, but I am feeling that this person is essentially very, very toxic. And again, they might not even look that way, on a surface level. Sometimes, maybe this is a very creepy example, but you could see a picture of a person who is some kind of very dark person, does really terrible things, and unless you are super intuitive, you might not even necessarily know who they are. You might think that this is just a normal person. So especially this one, I feel like is very predatory, and they're very good at wearing masks. And I feel like sooner than you got very, very entangled with this 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, worries, too deep in this to even understand what's happening. Let me see what else. We have here with the 4, we have here the Emperor actually. With the Emperor to the Ace of Swords to the Moon card, I feel like, for a lot of you, you were supposed to make this mistake. A lot of you are like, why the hell did this happen to me? Why didn't I see the truth? Why didn't I see the manipulation? For a lot of you, it is because you were supposed to make this mistake. Somehow, some way, this was part of your journey. You were supposed to go temporarily in a wrong direction. I'm hearing Cerberus, which is, it's a dog that protects the underworld. So I don't know how it resonates. Actually, it was weird. A few weeks ago, I was very much getting into like Greek mythology about their version of underworld. So I don't know why is it, but you were supposed to go in that direction, even though it's like, why the hell? I feel like you were supposed to go there, but it's like up to you how long you want to get stuck there. So that was kind of like up to you, because you were supposed to make almost like a detour. You were supposed to get lost in that situation. Tell me more. For you, it had to do, I feel like almost like about fighting something, some of your own even shadow work. Some kind of subconscious junk came to the surface. And we have here with the Queen of Swords, let me see more, to the Three of Wands. I feel like for whatever reason, there was some part of you that felt deeply intrigued by everything that's going on. Maybe there was some synchronicities, repeating names, repeating signs, a lot of mysterious things that were happening. And there was a part of you that felt like, this is the person who is a soulmate, this is the person who can save me. This is the person. However, little did you know, not only did this person did not save you, but they were the one who backstabbed you, you know, in some way. They saw you being confused, they saw you going through what you're going through, and they just kept living their life. So here, this is the Queen of Wands to the King of Pentacles. For like, this is the message that's been coming through in a lot of readings recently, but I feel like this person wanted to prove to themselves that they could have someone like you. Yes, there was passion, but I feel like this person never really cared how some of their actions would impact you long term. They cared to satisfy, I feel like, some kind of temporary passion or some kind of validation, because again, this is a person with a very, very weak ego, very extremely weak self-esteem, very weak self-esteem. And I feel like somebody as attractive or somebody as desirable as you really was validating something to them about themselves. They were, I think, feeding certain part of themselves with a validation that they need it at the moment. They might no longer need it. They might have used you and you might feel discarded. You might feel very used by this person because maybe they went back to whoever they used to be with before, or maybe they, again, if there was non-committal person, they just went back to their old lifestyle. And look at this. We have here with Justice card. This is some kind of karmic situation that will be rebalanced. And there is something here. This is, which card is this? This is the Page of Swords. This is also the Five of Wands. I am getting that there is a lot of things that are happening that you are not aware of. A lot of things. They might have conflict with their co-workers, somebody at work, some business partner. Because this person is deceitful not just to whoever they were with. I'm seeing here there's this energy where with work, with money, they could be pretty deceitful person. Let me see it now. Four of Cups. For some of you, you are in the process of recovering from the situation, but a part of you is questioning, why was this ever a part of my journey? Why didn't I walk away sooner? What the hell? Like, is this going to be haunting me forever now? And I feel like with the Two of Swords next to the Knight of Pentacles, what you guys don't realize is your biggest weapon against this person is your indifference. Because what I feel like this guy, I don't know why I want to say guy, even though I feel like for some of you it could be an older man. I don't know. Maybe for some of you it's even a female, but not to get into genders and everything. I'm just trying to read tarot. Please don't get me into all of that other stuff. What I am seeing here is that this person, somehow they are very good at feeding off people's energy. Now, again, watch this other video. I forgot which one. This was a repetitive theme. And what you don't understand is your greatest weapon against this person is literally indifference. Because this is kind of, it's kind of interesting. But with narcissists, which I feel like this person is, again, I'm not a psychiatrist. I cannot diagnose anyone. This is just a reading. However, if this person is truly a narcissist, they feed off people's responses and emotions. Whether, you are in love with them or whether you're hating towards them, whatever attention you give to them, it serves as some kind of validation. What narcissists absolutely hate is when you no longer even care that they exist. You no longer, you no longer validate them, you give them no more attention. You literally, with the Two of Swords, closed off, and you know what? The dumbest thing you've done is lose me, but also best thing that happened to me is that, oh my God, you lost me, thanks God. So this is your weapon here, because this person times and times again have been doing something to get your response, to get your reaction. And I think there were times when you didn't know better, but you gave them some kind of validation, essentially. Even if it was negative validation, they received some kind of validation from you, because they, in their mind, they really, really like the idea that you're still thinking about them, that you're still not over them, that you're still in some way available. Like, I don't know what kind of sick mentality it is, but that's how they feel. And I feel like, what's interesting, Four of Pentacles, we have here this card, I think this is the Knight of Swords in this deck. This person might have even, again, I personally don't believe anyone is so powerful to do some kind of black magic or whatever. This person manipulated energy. And I think, to be honest, like, if you really studied narcissism, which some of us unfortunately have, narcissists, is sure they could be into some kind of voodoo. I actually think, jokes aside, this person might actually have a voodoo doll. I don't necessarily think that they do something with it. I think it might be just some gift or whatever. This person might actually have a voodoo doll. They might own a voodoo doll in their possession. Whether they do something or not with it, I'm not sure. I don't think so, actually. It might be just something they own, something they have. However, I am getting that, once again, especially if this person has narcissistic tendency, there is something they do psychologically. It's hard to explain, but yes, if you're not careful, if you still keep validating them, keep giving some kind of attention, whether positive and negative, they are capable of feeding off your energy. They call them energetic vampires for a reason. And I feel like with the Ten of Cups, this person might have, even in the recent past, has done something to almost like trigger you, provoke you, how they're doing amazing, they're fantastic. Again, maybe they look so amazing, they are attractive, they're traveling, living their best life. Maybe, again, that they've been cheating on whoever they've been with, but they posted all these pictures. Actually, it's crazy, but there was this one guy, there was this DJ who was kind of quite popular. Well, I don't know, he's not that popular, honestly, only like in select circles. But anyway, been cheating on whoever he was with, left and right, been playing mind games with me. Thanks God, like, I had my boundaries, right? But I know a lot of there are so many like people who know, essentially. You could say this name and people will say all kind of things. And anyway, so I rejected him. He'd been like messaging me, fake numbers, playing all kind of mind games. I rejected him. Like, I tried to be nice and, be very, not fast forward, what do you call it? Not fast forward, straightforward. But he just wanted to play games, and I said, no, this is not for me. And essentially, I moved on. I kind of started seeing somebody else. And this is partially what you will encounter when dealing with a narcissist, is they cannot take it when you move on to someone else, with someone else. They will start doing all kind of things, whether talk negatively about you, whether try to sabotage your relationship, or in his case, it's crazy. I've seen like something he posted, and again, I blocked him on all of my social media. There was one account I forgot to block him on, and it popped up just in my algorithm, and I've never seen anything like this. So he posted picture with, whoever he was with, whoever he was like cheating left and right, very cutesy post. The song that is playing, like the song that's attached to the post, is one of his older mistress, like the other mistress he had. I mean, I was never his mistress, but he actually had like a mistress. And I was just like I had, my first impression was like, is he trying to make me jealous? Because here you have your family and your mistress singing, you know, all in one Instagram post. Who is this post for? I mean, I'm like, sorry for sharing this stories, but I was like, dear God, thanks God that this is not anymore anything I have to deal with. Because to me, it's just crazy. Like, if I ever was married to somebody and a husband would pull something like this off, I don't know. I would probably not have a husband anymore very, very quickly. But it's like, it's just crazy. And I'm getting that for some of you, this is the person who is right now trying to provoke some kind of reaction of you, maybe posting pictures with somebody, or even if they just by themselves living their best life. I feel like a lot of it is such a lie, and it's all aimed at getting your response. Because for some of them, they actually do see you have a new love, you start glowing up, you finally exited this very dark place of your life when you were with them, which was hard for you. Look at this, with Six of Swords, it's almost like somebody saved you maybe even from this. And even though you were living here, you were almost like questioning, maybe I should stay, maybe I should stay. However, look at this, it's almost like there was a divine intervention for you. A divine intervention that helped you to choose light, so to say. And you know what's crazy? Me and a friend of mine, we were just talking this morning about how this kind of people, they truly are dark entities. They are, whether they're narcissists, whether they are, you know, energy vampires, whatever name you want to call them. We are like, you know, those of us who identify more so with empaths, or just, you know, it doesn't even have to be that label, more so like more or less good people, right? We are beings of light. We are very high frequency people, and we have to protect our light from all these dark energies, because this was somebody literally with a dark energy. And I'm getting that essential. And you know what's crazy? I was just playing with one of my new oracle decks, and like I opened it on a random page, and one of them was talking about narcissists and dark beings, and the next page was talking about the star card and like light beings, like angelic beings or something. So I was like, wow, this is craziest confirmation I've ever seen. Let's see. You know, for some of you, you were in this very dark place, and when help arrived, you didn't even trust that. You thought that maybe these people just don't understand you. For some of you, there was some kind of recovery even. Yeah, look at this with the Tower cards, with the Ten of Pentacles. There was some kind of recovery because you could not believe something. Let me see. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings with money, a renewal of money. And you know what it is? Let me see something here. Again, look at this. I feel like for you, there's all this angelic support, everything for you to release this situation. For a long time, I feel like you've dealt with something very dark here, very, very dark. You had to face maybe some of your own fears, darkness. Maybe, you know, it's like you didn't really understand what was happening. You thought that this person was a wish fulfillment. You thought so. You really did for a long time. Now with the Two of Wands, for some of you, you knew also that you are playing with something you shouldn't be playing, that this is a negative energy. But again, you know, when you're intrigued, it's hard to stop, right? Especially when you're a brave Scorpio who is not scared and who always wins. But somehow you ended up not in the best place. Lots of burdens, like maybe you were even blamed as the one who did wrong. However, with the Justice card here to the Seven of Swords, I feel like especially whatever lies were there, the truth will come out sooner than later. The truth will come out. It's just not your headache anymore, you know, it's not your circus, not your monkeys, but a lot of things will change for you in your life very fast. I feel like even though it's hard to imagine, you will be very grateful that this experience has occurred in your life, because like you will never be deceived by any vampire, narcissist, you know, abusive person ever again like this, if you truly learn here. Some of you feel very sad because you wasted time and it didn't go the way you wanted it to. But at the same time, I don't know how it works here with the Queen of Pentacles. You will bloom, you will blossom again. For a lot of you, it's already happening. It's just, you know, it's hard to accept that this person really was what, you know, what they ended up being. For a lot of you, I feel like still to some degree, you are not accepting that. For a lot of you, you're still not seeing them clearly on some level. I don't know, I feel like for some of you might have like Neptune in synastry involved there. Neptune is on your moon or opposite your moon or on your Venus. I don't know what it is exactly. There is something you're still not seeing about this person, I feel like. However, I feel like part of it was supposed to be like this, and with the Empress card, you're going to be rising now again. I feel like something, let me see how this works here. With this is Temperance in this deck. There is some kind of other feminine energy that will step in here too. And with the Devil card to the Four of Wands, there is some kind of very toxic karmic family situation. I don't know who that is, and I think that maybe it's not just about whoever they are with. I think there is a mother, father that could be very karmic. There's a whole karmic, I don't want to say lineage because that would be too crazy, but essentially what they are saying, whatever happened here, you dodged the freaking bullet. Like, you don't even know. Like right now, as much as it's sad, and I feel like part of you is, it's almost like what they call it, Stockholm syndrome, where part of you almost like is sad over something. However, what's spilled here is poison. The best thing for you is to keep moving forward and to keep removing yourself from the situation. Remove all access. Like if this person still has your phone number, freaking change your number. If this person, I mean, I don't know, like how far you want to go with this, but essentially the more you can remove any access to yourself by this person, the better it is, and not give them any reaction, not give them any attention whatsoever. Because with the Hangman to the Six of Swords, you are done with this cycle where you were, and you are ready for the new beginnings. Let me see what else. I do feel like for whatever reason, this person might be somehow popping up in your life again. But let me see, with commitment, education, Golden Palace. For a lot of you, this is the time to really study, educate yourself on new opportunities. A commitment is coming your way. You know what? This is probably going to be in a different video because this is a separate message. But I'm hearing for some of you, this was false twin flame. Again, you know how I feel about twin flames and so on. False twin flame, false soulmate, false counterpart. I feel like your real counterpart is going to be in some ways similar. Again, when I say similar, obviously they're not going to be toxic like that, but maybe something with an appearance could be similar. Maybe their job, maybe their zodiac sign, I don't know. And I feel like this commitment for you is coming. This person who you will be committing to could be 36, or number 36 could be somehow important. And I'm just getting that maybe this is the situation, no matter how dark this stuff was, that is led you to your true soulmate. I have no idea if this was the only option, how to find your real soulmate, or if there were other options, but this is the way things turned out. But that's what I'm seeing. So in a way, for you, it's a blessing in disguise. And this entire situation, as dark as it was, it served certain purpose. Now, I don't know why they are saying that somehow there's some kind of connection, which I think is what worries you. Nine of Swords, the Magician, Three of Cups. You just want to be happy. And there's a part of you that wonders if this other person will always be lurking somehow, whether energetically, or maybe for some of you, you live in the same city. Somehow your jobs are connected. I don't know, you have mutual friends. Don't worry about all this yet, right? Or not even yet, I don't know. Don't worry about all this. You'll figure this out as you go. Anyway, we're going to go to the extended. We're going to see what else we need to know, what else is hidden from you, how to best maybe protect yourself from this person. And we're going to take a look. Why did this have to happen this way, where this whatever dark situation has led you to this commitment? Because I feel like somehow out of this, you are led to your real soulmate, where there's a real commitment. Again, number 36, 35, 23, 32 could be important. You don't have to be this ages, but this could be extra indication, maybe somebody's age. It could be also number of days. It could be some kind of, some kind of numbers that could be important to you. So yeah, we'll take this to the extended. Link to the extended is going to be down below. In the extended, we're going to find out what you need to know more, anything that's hidden. Again, new soulmate, any learning situations here. Hope to see you there. Again, personal readings, there are still a few things available. Link to book is in the description box. Love you all. Give this a big thumbs up. We'll talk soon. Bye.